Good evening. Good evening. I am so sorry. I was so caught up in the news of the election for President Obama. I am so very, very pleased and honored to have been part of this history. I am the Princess Melita Bonaparte. I have spoken to you before, and it is my pleasure and my privilege and my honor to be the first member of the House of Bonaparte, the Imperial House of Bonaparte, to congratulate uh, the re-election of your president and our president, Barack Obama. It has been a very exciting time in our history, and I am so happy for him. And I got a telephone call today from him that he is going to have me become the very first person who is born from in France to become the ambassador to Antarctica. I don't know where it is. I had to look it up. So I went to the globe, turned the globe around, upside down is Antarctica. It's all the way to the bottom of the earth. I don't think Napoleon, my great 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 granduncle, ever went there. It was so cold that it just would have been a bunch of penguins. But I have decided it is my duty to serve my adopted country, so I, of course, accepted the appointment to be the ambassador with so much joy in my heart to Antarctica. And other things have been going on that I wish to share with you. I am going to be planting, and I have already planted candy corn, which we got for Halloween recently. You see, these candy corn, they're small, but you can, some people eat them, but I decided that I would plant mine. So I put it in plant the dirt, and I put some water, and look already, it's this beautiful plant from the candy corn. But there are some things that I am very unhappy about, and I must share this with you. I don't like Texas. They're red, 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 all over the place. A red state. They vote a Republican for this meat person, this bad baseball bat person. I don't know what he does, but he doesn't think very good in his head, and he doesn't tell you how much money he makes. All these kind of things, and he changes his mind every minute. So I decided that I suggested to President Obama to put Texas at the bottom of the earth in Antarctica. And I will watch and keep an eye on Texas for him so that things will go more peacefully, you see. This is something that runs in the blood of a descendant of the Bonaparte family, those of us who have relatives that are related to Napoleon, of course. I was not always I was not always in the public life. At one point, I just was a private citizen, a princess, of course, but I did not do much. This is a picture from that time of my life when beautiful Diana Arbus, who is no longer with us, took this picture of me before I went to Chernobyl and had this terrible thing happen with my face. It still makes me sad. I went here for Botox treatment. It was experimental, the insurance would not cover it. No, no, and you see what happened to my face. Oh, it just exploded. It, At one time, I was an opera singer. Yes, I was. It's true. I will never lie to my beloved people. I sang in operas, and people would applaud, and it was a wonderful thing. But I could not continue to be in a private career and a public career. It was a conflict of interest. So I gave up my place in the private world to better serve you as a princess of the House of Bonaparte. So you see, I make recommendation to President Obama to remove Texas from the United States and bring it to the bottom of the world, Antarctica, where it's very, very cold, and it'll be so cold that they will turn blue and have no choice to be that or penguins. So, I just want to congratulate all the people from the blue states, the original blue states, for making all these things possible and that we will be so very happy in the future. Remember, don't eat your candy corn. You will plant it and grow beautiful plants instead. Just remember that we must do things to make the planet green. You don't want it to look like candy corn, of course. So, on that note, I will say good night, good Abend, and oh, it's so good to see you all again. And also, on a personal note, if you see this Glen Acorn, if he didn't really disappear, which I hope that he did, please call the 911 instantly. You must. He is a dangerous person. He will do something terrible, I can tell you. I know this from my heart, I know. So be careful about him. Otherwise, sleep well, my beloved people, and I may be, instead of only a princess, your empress. Thank you, and good night, my beloved. Good night, good night, good night.